to be back. Let me double check. Can I hear me? Okay, good deal. Let me do a couple of housekeeping things before I actually get started here. Been a couple weeks, just making sure that everything is running as it should. Welcome back to anybody joining us. I also had to update OBS, the streaming software I use. I didn't have to, I could have skipped, but I just wanted to make sure that okay. Oh. Hi, Brian. Oop. Game. Okay. All right. So, not new game. Let's go ahead and continue. Last we left off, we had just gotten to the Surched Barrio, if that's how you say it, and I was thinking next time we'll explore that a little bit. But I realized my inventory is getting a little full. Okay, I am at, I believe up here at the top is my carry capacity, and I'm at 241 out of 285 pounds. Let me make this guy a little bigger, because now I know I can do that. Just keep going. Just keep scrolling forever. So I thought what I would actually do is go back to Joppa, sell a bunch of stuff out of my inventory, and then head back to the Surched Barrio to look around. I should have no trouble doing that. I've got plenty of water, aka money. And Joppa is right there on the map. That's a little tight on Ola there. Let's just pull back out a little bit. Not quite so tight. Okay, here we go. Can I? I can actually. I can drag the view around a little bit by clicking and dragging. You can do that with the center button. You can do that with the left button, right button. Doesn't matter. Okay, you don't care. I'm gonna go back up to the map here. Joppa's right over here, so we should have no trouble. I'm lost. Great. Love getting lost. Every time I get lost, there's some dragonflies around. Welcome back, by the way. I'm David Jewell. Welcome back to the stream. I know there was no stream last week, just being in the midst of holiday stuff and being tired and busy and stressed out. I just didn't have the time or energy for it. I think I would like to keep doing these Sunday afternoon streams, at least for the near future. So I'll probably start announcing them ahead of time and trying to schedule them so that it's like a regular thing. I'm gonna stay a little bit casual today, though. I did not announce this one because I wasn't sure it was going to happen. We put away our Christmas decorations this morning, all of our holiday decorations, and That took a little bit and a lot of trips up and down the stairs. So, but it's done. It's all squared away. The holidays are over. It's a new year. New year, new fear. Um, yeah, we didn't make it very far in before a bunch of stuff popped off. But we won't talk about that today. We're gonna search. We're gonna explore this area. See what's going on here. If I can remember how to play, it's only been 2 weeks, but let's see what. Okay, first things first. I want to talk about ways that I have been sabotaging myself in this game a little bit. Part of my confusion about the way this game works is just not reading everything on the screen. Um, I I know there's a lot of stuff on the screen. It can get overwhelming, but some of the information that I've been missing is just right here on the screen somewhere, and I just need to read everything that the game is showing me. So that's part of it. The other thing is that and I've said this multiple times, but I'm trying not to look up anything about this game. I've looked up one or two mechanical things just to help me out. I was worried about my horn here, which is already fine. Okay. Um, Last time you might remember that during a battle in the Rust Wells, my horn got cracked. And I was really worried about that. I was like, I like having the horn, it's cracked, I don't know how to fix that. Well, it turns out it just heals over time, naturally. And that in this case has already happened. I did look that up because I wanted to make sure that I could get it fixed if I had to. But in general, I'm trying not to look stuff like that up. And I haven't really talked about this, but one of the reasons I'm trying not to look things up, and I'm just trying to like go through the game and sort of play it as if this was something that I found in a bargain bin in the 90s without the user manual and just had to figure out how to play it. Because I think that's a really interesting and fun and sometimes frustrating way to play a game. Um, and I don't. I have this impulse these days, because you can, to always look something up. I'll try to figure something out, but it's so easy to just go to a wiki or a walkthrough or something, or even back in the days of GameFAQs, to just look up the answer and find out what you need to do, where you need to go, what a good strategy for a boss is, how the mechanics of the game work, for instance. And I I don't hate playing games that way, and with so many video games in the world and such a limited time to play it, sometimes that's the best thing to do, right? You if you I don't I don't use the word efficiency here, but like if I'm playing a 60-hour RPG and I'm looking for one specific item or how to get into a specific area, um, it's just sometimes feels like it's not worth my time to spend hours figuring it out, as opposed to just looking it up and getting it done. Um, but in a way that's not playing the game, that's not. It's I also don't want to say that it's not playing the game as intended, because I think you can't try to like guess what the game devs intended you to do and how they intended you to play it. And some modern games are intended to be played with wikis and forums and communities of friends in mind. Like Animal Well recently, for instance. There's a puzzle in Animal Well that you can't solve on your own. It's literally impossible to solve it on your own with one copy of the game. You have to go online and look it up. Tunic is this way too. Tunic, we can't get into Tunic right now. I'd kind of like to stream Tunic on this channel someday, but Tunic makes great use of this. There is a game manual in Tunic that's styled after like old 1990s video game manuals for like Super Nintendo games, but you kind of fill it out as you go, and there are puzzles in that game that you also kind of have to go online to collaborate with other people to solve. Um, but all that being said, so this is kind of why I'm trying to play Caves of Qud um, with as little information about how to play it and what's actually in the game as possible, because I think that's a fun and interesting way to play. Um, all that being said, ooh, okay, I am. Wait, Dogthorn tree. That's an ivory though, right? Hang on a second. Nope. That's look at me. That's let us remember what the buttons do. Okay, that's the mini map, which was a great help in the Rust Wells. Nearby items list toggle. This looks like one of those ivory enemies from the Rust Wells, but it just says it's a dogthorn tree, so I'm just gonna leave it be. Okay, if you're just joining us, or if you tuned out during my long speech there, we're on our way back to Joppa to sell a bunch of stuff out of our inventory, and we got lost on the way. So I'm just trying to find my way out of here. Okay. Hope everybody had a decent holiday season that was as unstressful as possible. Get him. Get him! Not even afraid of kudzu anymore. Kudzu parentheses fictional. Kudzu parentheses real is still pretty scary. Okay, well there's a dead end. Wait, there's a little bit back here. Aha! No! A young ivory, that's what they're called. I knew it! I knew that was a young ivory. Can I remember how to rest until healed? Yes, I can. Okay, that was just a bit of wall I hadn't looked at. Back over this way. These dragonflies are no trouble. Kind of dark down here. Am I... My torch is not ignited? Doesn't really help. See, that's definitely young ivory. Right? And a young ivory. A dogthorn tree and a young ivory, but it's not... It's not bothering me, and... I don't know, I don't remember how to... Or if there's a way to just target. You know what, if it's not impaling me, I'm not gonna worry about it. Ooh, what that? A witchwood. I know that witchwood bark is useful. It's useful for healing and if you want to get really confused. I still don't know if there's a way to get the bark off of it. Golden fronds unfurl when the desert wind moistens. Aha! Pieces of bark collated into tiny intersecting rings have been chewed off by wood grazers. Attack it. See if that does anything. It's fine. Still fine. Okay, well, its bark unfurls when the wind moistens. What if I pour water on it? I don't want to waste water. I don't really need... Okay. Food? Meds? Well, I kind of do, actually. Although I'm headed back to Joppa, I can buy some medicine there. But what if I just pour a little bit of water? 1 dram. Wet witchwood tree. I'm just trying stuff out. Lightly damaged. Alright. Well, let's not... Ooh, what that? Salt hopper. A bulge-eyed head and stretched thorax of sun-salt white is poised to leap through the air by the trust of a sestet of bounding legs. Rending mandibles. It's currently sprinting. I can sprint too. I don't think that's going to help me here, but... you know what? Let's just go for it. Forgot about my sleep gas almost. The okay, he's asleep. The most powerful tool I have is the sleep gas. Nothing. He's dropped nothing. Okay. All right, what's shooting at me? Hey. Oh, it's one of these guys. These little seed-spitting vines. No trouble. You can't even get me. You can't even get me. What is this? Graffitied shale, which last time I misread as gratified shale for some reason. Clay and quartz were dried and smashed into the red rock that's been quarried by hill folk for thousands after thousands of years. Graffiti is scrawled across the surface. It reads, "Another point hat... Another point hat it was with this knowledge. Another point that it was with this knowledge." I don't know what to make of that. Oh, Brian asks, do I have a harvesting skill? I don't think so. So my hotkey abilities here are sprinting, making camp, rifling through trash, which is something I do automatically when I'm not in combat, Titan Carapace, which is a defensive move, and release sleep gas. I don't think I have any, let's see, attributes and powers. Oh, I have 1 mutation point. Could I spend that now? I also have an attribute point that I haven't spent. I might take a look at that in a second. Mutation. What was I gonna do next? Heightened hearing. I think I wanted to upgrade my horn next. Next rank is just more damage, and it increases the bleeding save difficulty for enemies. Sleepcast generation. One more round and increase. Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm gonna upgrade that. Okay, my attribute points here. Oh gosh, I'm not sure. Okay, strength is melee damage and carry capacity. I always like carry capacity. I mentioned this last time. I see something in a video game, I pick it up. Skyrim, I am always on the brink of being over encumbered. Same thing happens to me in Fallout. Fallout 4, they added crafting. You pick up all the junk you can and bring it back to base and dump it in the chest, and you craft. You break it down and craft with it. If there was not fast travel in those games, I would just always be um, moving at a crawl, or I'd be spending most of my time running back and forth between town and dungeon. Okay, I'm not going to worry about this attribute point right now. Let's try to get out of here. And back to Joppa. Another seed spitting vine. Not even worried about it. I'm gonna go ahead and release my... I'm gonna assume this guy's hostile? Yeah. I'm gonna release my sleep gas before I get to this guy. Salt Hopper falls asleep. Whoa, he shook off his daze. Okay. We're good. Ooh. Little small area down here. Hey guys. Salamander. Neutral. No trouble. Ovoid spots, crimson and coral and citrine scatter like an island chain across his back and neck. Oh, they're not friends with the horses. Chat? Soft hissing, let's trade. Nothing to trade, no trouble. Stay warm, friend. Oh! Who dat? A glow crow. Lucent skin blooms beneath matted feathers. Her tiny beak is hooked. You good? Sorry, I haven't tried to speak to a sleeping creature. I don't think I have. The glowcrow snores loudly. If I wake you up, we gonna be cool? You gently shake the glowcrow awake. We chat? Ka! Ka! What a hand you are! Ka! Speak Ka to Otho to via the mainframe computer of Grit Gate for anomalies. Ka! Okay. I'm not gonna say nonsense, bird. Let's trade. Nothing to trade. Oh, that's so rude. Nonsense, bird. Alright, well, live and drink. Who's this? An irritable tortoise? The long lathe of time shaved the prospects from beneath a reptile's feet until she hid in a shell of plastron and carapace, brooding and peevish. Base demeanor is aggressive, but she's friendly to me. So... we good? Oh, sniffles and sneezes. You got allergies? You got a cold? Let's trade. The irritable tortoise is nothing to trade. Your home is on your back, friend. Okay. Another glowcrow. Whoa, there's a ton of horses down here. Don't fight the horses! Glowcrow and a salamander? I don't know what's happening down here. I don't... Equimax. I couldn't remember what the horses were called. This seems like I walked into the middle of something. So, I don't have beef with any of them. They seem to have beef with each other. I'm just trying to find my way back to Joppa. Oh my god. These guys are not that big of a threat. They just can see you from like a mile off. They're like the crustaceans in Elden Ring, the prawns. I guess I'm gonna have to go that way. Okay. Unless... I haven't gone up here, have I? Missed me. I regained my bearings. Cool. Back up to the map. You notice some ruins nearby. Would you like to investigate? You got me. You got me. Ooh. You've discovered the Akavu dodecahedron. You note the location of the Akavu dodecahedron in the location's ruin section of your journal. Okay, so I can, presumably, go back up to the map. Come back there later. That must be, yes. Okay, so there's a little like bookmark, like you've dog-eared the page in the corner of that tile. And it's the Desert Canyons, but now I have a note that it's the Akavu dodecahedron. Also down here, the Surched Barrio, same thing. I think this one is flashing because I have an active quest. Maybe. Oh well, anyway. Alright, let's see if I can get back to Joppa without getting lost again. Ooh, look at all this water vine. That was fast. Okay. You recognize the area and stop being lost. I just got lost in a whole mess of water vine. Go back up, over one, down, back in town. Good to go. All right, now, if I remember correctly. Oh, hello, hello. To Cephas. Always pet the cat. There we go. My friend the merchant. Nothing new to talk about. Okay, let us take a look. What do I have? I know I've got a ton of weapons that started to rust when I was down in the rusted well, shockingly. Wow, that drastically decreases their value. 9 cents as opposed to 8.75 for the rusted version of the same weapon. Let's see, bronze mace. I don't have another race to compare it to, or a race, geez, another mace to compare it to. But it's 4 cents as opposed to, you know, a few bucks for most of these. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna sell everything that's rusted. There has to be a better way to do this. Have one, remove one. Oh, I can just left click on it. Okay. I think I decided I didn't want to use two-handed swords, so I'll go ahead and sell both of those. Sharp bronze dagger. I'll sell. I feel weird selling a bloodstained dagger, so I'm gonna clean that off first. Can I do it from here? No. I'll sell this one though. Oh, I have 5 of these. Yeah, I'll go ahead and sell all of those. And okay. Then I'll turn off that toggle. Do you have any meds? I'll take bandages. I'll take a bandage and bandage. What else? What else? Armor? Is there any armor I could sell or buy? I need to actually look at what I have on. Bark armor. Actually, I can't wear armor, can I? Because of my carapace. Isn't that right? I'm pretty sure that's true. Okay, I'll finish this transaction and then I'll... Ooh! Freeze-dried horseshrooms. Wrinkled toadstools were cooled and dehydrated in their own hoarfrost. I don't have... Okay, I don't have the ability to, like, cook yet, basically. I can cook, but I can't add ingredients. But I might as well pick up some things. Oh, those are 11 bucks. Dried law petals. Dried, these thick yellow-brown petals bear a closer resemblance to meat jerky than most other flowers. Adds fear-based effects to cooked meals. Salt hopper chips. Chitin was shaved from the exoskeletal flank of a caught salt hopper and dry beaten to a snappy crisp. Adds a simple taste-based effects to cooked meals. Sure, I'll take one of those. Scorpiok jerky. Mashed scorpiok meat was cut into neat strips, salted and smoked. Adds HP-based effects, sure. Spine fruit jam. The spiny fruit of fracti were mashed, set over an open flame, left out to cool, and jarred for later use. Bits of spiny pulp lay suspended in the fruity ether. Damage reflection-based effects. Yeah. And it weighs nothing. Okay. Yeah, I might as well... Okay, that currently is going to cost me a little bit. Fine wafers. Maybe I also sell... You know what? I'm gonna sell... this filthy toga. It weighs a ton, and it is worth basically nothing. Wool was dyed in a bath of dreadroot and iron salt, and then woven of warm, broad shoulders. Something in the back of my mind is telling me not to sell these. I don't know why. It only weighs a pound. Bark armor. You know what? This is heavy, and it's not that good, and I can't even wear it anyway. Builds of shaved dogwood contour to the breasts, waist, and thigh. The husk is beetle-eaten, so it's not even in great shape. So I'll sell that. That is almost an even trade. How do I complete the trade? Cool. All right. Live and drink. And yeah, because of my carapace, I cannot wear armor. So any armor I might as well go ahead and sell, unless I have some specific reason. Worn on back. A quilted shawl. I could wear this quilted shawl. What is this? I might not want to wear it though. Oh, plus 10 cold resistance. That's you know, that's okay. Wool of many colors was horse-bought from the dromads and sourced beyond the pale sea and its great pan of salt. Once the Issachars spun it to yarn on the wheel, a marsh dweller hand-knotted the tzitzit. Okay. Let's take a look at this attribute point. Yeah, that lowered my dodge value to 8. Don't have anything to wear on my hands. I could wear this blood-stained neck ring. A broad tube of pipeline copper is a makeshift gorget. It's splashed in patterns of worm blood and sea rust. Ooh, this gives me plus 400 reputation with baboons. You know, You know, actually, hang on a second. I'm in the I'm in the I'm in the black with baboons. I'm no longer in the red. Apes don't care about you. Arachnids dislike me. Baboons don't care about me. Aggressive ones will attack me, but I'm now at 100 reputation with baboons. If I go back to Red Rock now, although they weren't really a problem for me this time, but if I encounter a baboon, if it's not aggressive, is it just going to leave me alone and not throw rocks at me? Because that would be huge. That is what killed me the first time I tried to play this game. You know what? I'll take it. What else have I got? Okay. Can I put this out without just... Okay. I'm in town. I don't need my torch to be lit. Alright, sorry to do all that in front of you. Okay, he's asleep. That's really all I need to do here in town. Where's my wire? It's in miscellaneous, I think? Yeah, I need more wire for Argive. So if I go talk to him, he's gonna be like, you got my wire yet? So I might as well head back out. It's really all I needed to do here. Might as well talk to her. Actually, do you have any? Yeah. Nimaruda. She's the daughter of the elder. The fates watch you, friend. What wares do you offer? Witchwood for pain, bandages for bleeding, yuckweed and honey for when your guts act up, cold caps when I can find them. Why not take a look? Where are you from? I grew up right here in Joppa, daughter of the elder and all. Spent some years delving, but gave it up after a few near scrapes and nearly deadly wounds. I'm better suited to herbalism anyway, and my father worries less. I will, and I think I mentioned this last time, I will forget all of the voices that I gave to these characters. And I'm also a little bit... There was a lot of dust that got stirred up putting all the holiday decorations away, so my voice is not... it's fine, but it's not at its peak today. Will you inherit leadership of Joppa from your father? I think I asked this with the previous character I was playing who died. Fates forfend. I would hardly like to lead a village and run a shop at the same time. I agree. I would also not like to do that. Oop. Meant to trade. Chat. Let's trade. Alright, I do want all of the witchwood bark you have, which is... Oh my god. Is 1 for 1143. Oh gosh. Do I actually want this? Ooh, what's honey? What does honey do? Add simple disease prevention based effects to cooked meals. Alright, that sounds good, but it's mad expensive. You know what? I'll risk it. I'll risk it. I'm down to $57 of water. The bones are their money. What is up here? Equip? What? Graveyard and shrine. Could I equip a sign as like a shield? Or a weapon? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna take the sign to the graveyard and equip it. I am going to pray to Reshef. I don't know if that actually does anything. I have no indication that it does. You know, it doesn't tell me that it does. I do it mainly because in Elder Scrolls games, like Oblivion and Skyrim, if you pray to the statues, you get various effects. I don't think it works that way in Caves of Qud. But, you know, might as well give it a shot. Okay. Here we are, back in the Surched Barrio. Gonna light up my torch. It's dim. Does that mean it's getting used up? We'll find out. Oh, there's a guy. There's a guy up there. That's definitely a snapjaw. Yeah, snapjaw brute and the member of the host of the random devil. You know what? Actually, yeah, he's still hostile. Yeah, thought maybe he'd talk to me. Nope. Ooh, weird artifact. Look. Dust powders the puzzling device. Examine. You identify the weird artifact as a flaming iron battle axe. Yeah? Oh, it's not powered. Install cell. I could do that. Okay. Ooh. You know what? I'm just gonna hang on to that for now. We good? We good. Ah, there's more snapjaws up here. Always with the snapjaws. What is that? Some kind of fog just passed by. Alright, if I go up here and release my sleep gas, then they're like funneled into this. Ooh! Snapjaw Warlord and member of the host of the Random Devil. He's the Swarm Alpha. Okay. You know what? I've seen worse though. Got him already. Lost in all of this sleep gas. No trouble at all. Gonna gently shake this bat awake. Okay. Another glow crow. Cracked lens, nice. You got something to tell me? Caw! You may wish, caw! To know, caw! You may wish to know you. I may. Nothing to trade. Okay. I may wish to know me. Shim-scale mangrove tree. It looks like a mangrove tree. Light peeks through its wet leaves and scattershot as its roots look like a wax colonnade melted into a maze and resolidified. It does. It actually does, you know. Have you ever seen, and this, I feel a little bit bad about the way this is done, because I feel bad for the ants. But sometimes there's an infestation, you know, whatever. But have you ever seen metal that's been poured into an ant colony and then removed? It's got this, it does look like the roots of a mangrove tree. It's all like, I mean, it forms a cast of the ant colony. Oh, I can't get by. I would have to try to chop down this tree. Can I go this way? I can. I can just get around it. It's fine. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Are these snapjaws? Oh, maybe that's what that fog was. It was like smoke from some burning operation they're doing over here. Yeah, they're never going to talk to me. Actually, what's my reputation with snapjaws? Oh, I can search. Snapjaw? Bad. Pretty bad. They despise you. Even docile ones will attack me. Okay. And still negative 40 with Joppa? I mean, that's fair enough. They don't know me. I haven't done that much for them. Oh, it's on cooldown. My sleep gas is on cooldown. Well, fine. Bulburubu Suluwago, the learned snapjaw fire snarler and member of the host of the random devil, is doing fine. Disliked by cannibals for insulting their edges. I don't know what that means. Insulting their edges. Their weapons? I don't know. Do this now. Jeez. Now he's badly wounded. He's wakeful, bleeding, and bleeding. Now I'm despised by the host of the random devil. So now I am not only despised by snapjaws, I'm despised by the host of the random devil, which is apparently, I don't know. I don't know. I'm good on that. I don't really need to increase my reputation with cannibals, probably. Ooh, a leather cap. A leather wrap for the skull is stitched in the brimless style for those who prefer fitting into cracks over shading the jeweled eye. I'll take it. I'll probably sell it. Oh, the archers. Alright. Alright, you want to come this way? Mufufo Bao. Mufufo Bao. The callous Snapjaw King and member of the host of the random devil. This guy is hated by the villagers of Birishan for worshipping a highly entropic being. Disliked by the villagers of Dunamore for releasing snakes into one of their camps. Yeah, I'd be mad too. He has a nullworm skull and odd trinket, a sturdy steel longsword, and sandals of the river wives. He's prone and dazed but wakeful. Well, let's get him. He's now bleeding. He's still doing fine, though. How am I doing? Did not penetrate him. He missed me. Got me with his fist. He punched me a little bit. 1 damage from bleeding. The analog shank of the Rustwell. Is that what I named? It is what I named my Chris. I remembered naming it. I completely forgot what I called it, though. Alright. He got me for 5 with his long sword. He's asleep, bleeding. Let's get this guy first. See, those guys I can one-shot. I'm gonna come down here a little bit. Oh boy. He's not asleep. Oh, weird. Okay. No, I just want to go this way. Fine. He's stunned. He remains stunned. He's really getting me. He's asleep. He's injured. I'm mildly worried about this guy. He's not doing great against me. But I'm at like half health. Okay. I'm not doing good with the host of the Random Devil. The villages of Birushan, however. And the villages of Dunamore. Can I rest? No, there's one more guy. You know what? That's fine. I'm gonna wait for the sleep gas to wear off before I search all this stuff. Okay. Can I rest now? Great. Okay, what do we got? A bunch of blood. A bloody weird out artifact. Sorry, I'll never do that again. I can't make promises. It's a bloody freezing hand axe. I've gotten 2 axes. Okay, axe, hand axe. Now that's interesting. This is also a powered weapon. All right, so gotta let's clean it. Can I clean it with bloody brackish waters? Does that work? Okay. Did work. Get it? Okay. How many... Okay, what would this be under? How many power cells do I have? It's not under miscellaneous. Ooh, odd trinket. What is that? A compass bracelet. A gold lens encages a magnetized needle and sits inside a leather wristband. Chance of becoming lost reduced by 10%. 10%'s okay, but I would have to presumably wear it on either the arm that has my buckler or on the arm that has my neck ring, which makes me good with baboons. So I don't think I want to do that right now, but if I find myself getting lost a whole bunch, I might change my mind. Grenades, meds, food, scrap. I might not have any... What can I do with this toolkit? Oh, it just increases the chance of recovering additional bits when you disassemble an artifact. Okay. I might not have any power cells, actually. I'm sure it'll tell me if I try to install a cell. Ooh, I've got copper nuggets? A clump of brassy metal. Okay. I go back to town. I gotta remember I have trade goods here. Okay, I don't think I have... You know, I have 19 torches. I'm good on torches. 19... They're a pound each? Woof. I don't think I have power cells. That's okay. I'm doing okay with my analog Shank of the Rustwell. What else have we got? Clean this thing off. The crown is crushed by wear into 100 papery creases, and the brim is stained in the fractal signatures of sweat and salt. Can I? No. Probably I cannot wear a hat and a horn. Ah, my horn is cracked again. Okay. But, as I found out last time, that is fine. It will heal on its own over time. Presumably, though, this will prevent me from wearing a hat without at least poking a hole in it. So, cloth overalls. Let's clean those off. I'm getting to the point where I don't want to waste my water cleaning things off. I'm just going to pick it up. You know, I'm just going to get nasty. Oh, it's that bloody knollworm skull that the king was wearing. A hideous beak cants over the brain cavity and shades the face in the frightening light of a dim and aching sun. +1 ego. Yeah, get it. Could sell it if nothing else. Now, ego I did find out has something to do with mind powers. Determines the potency of your mental mutations, your ability to haggle with merchants, and your ability to dominate the wills of other living creatures. Mine is at 16. All right, can I spend this attribute point right here? Let's look at this before I go any further, because I just got into a big scrap. I could take one more strength, get that up to an even 20. That I would have a little bit more carry capacity, which I like. And I'm mostly using melee weapons. I have a bow, I'm not good with it. This would help in fights. I'm one-shotting basic snapjaws, but the king was a little bit trickier. So that could be a good one. Agility is accuracy, and dodging, that is also great. I'm +3 right now because of equipment, presumably. Toughness, number of hit points and hit regeneration rate, and your resistance to poison and disease. Ooh. But your intelligence determines your number of skill points and your ability to examine artifacts. You know what? I think for a big turtle guy, having more strength is a good thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then next time I'll probably get toughness up to 20. I like having round numbers. And you know what? Having a shorter cooldown on my sleep gas could also be good. So I might also look at more willpower. It also determines your ability to resist mental attacks and modifies your hit point regeneration rate. So all good stuff. Cool. All right. What else? What else? Sandals of the River Witch. River Wives. Apologies to the wives. A canyon pearl fastens sandal straps embroidered in the syncretic imagery of swift water nymphs. Like the glacier flow itself, the veneration of Calypso moved with the mist-eye down the sundered honeycomb and in through the shale fissures beneath the olive mount. There it fractured into the mysteries of its many-named wives, where the memory of freshwater became more faceted than its smooth surface of origin. +5 move speed. That is pretty good, actually. They only weigh 2 pounds. That might be better with them than what I'm wearing. I am going to go ahead and clean those off. And I'm going to get them, and then I'm going to look at what I'm wearing. Right now, I'm just wearing leather moccasins, which don't do anything. Boar leather vamps are scuffed with little fissures, sparking in wind-rasped quartz. Yeah, let's, do I have to remove them first and then? Yeah, +5 move speed, heck yeah. Right, the quilted shawl. Okay, we also have got a longsword. I'll go ahead and get it, and I'll sell it probably. Aphorisms about birds. Crisp pages of goatskin vellum are bound into a codex. Let's read that. Birds can't eat rice that wasn't planted. Birds can't eat rice that wasn't planted. I guess that's true, right? Birds can't eat rice that wasn't planted. I mean, but all rice was planted. What does this mean? What am I supposed to take from this? Okay. Reared on the wisdom of our fairy tales, we're accustomed to feeling pity for the man who's transformed into a frog or a finch. But seldom is it that we spare a thought for the artless beast who's transformed into a man, and upon whom fate has surely played a much crueler trick. Yeah, I saw Teen Witch. If asked who's responsible for your misfortune, blame birds! They neither care nor can they muster much of a defense. Okay. I'm not gonna blame the birds. I'm not gonna blame the birds. But I see the logic here. Let no fear in your heart grow so immense as a fear for large birds. Um, Whoever wrote this has a lot of feelings about birds. Birds ruin festivals and lift sieges. Okay, I cannot argue with that. Old, Ur- Old Uri squinted and then nodded at the Glowcrow's suggestion for a game of backgammon. The boy started. But Uri, how can you dice with these vermin after one pecked out your eye? Uri shrugged. Can't blame the crow. He was gonna peck, whether my eye was there or not. Okay. The sighting of a crimson swift augurs the death of an aged water baron. A silver thrush heralds a fossil harvest bountiful in chrome. But the tongueless kagu, stay far from a tongueless kagu, far and farther. Noted. Some birds breathe fire. My meaning here is plain. You know, it's true. Some birds breathe fire. Atop the spindle, where debtors and birds go. Oh, interesting. That was an interesting book. Pressed escape. Get it. I will clean that off. I will clean that one off. And get it. Having a little trouble with the controls today for some reason. Alright, I'm gonna get this longsword. Kukri. Ah. Bright metal spills out the leather fuzz hilt along the killer's recurve. Probably will sell it, but I will pick it up. I don't know if it's better to... I don't know what it does for... So obviously something causes things to rust. My assumption was that it was my presence of the rust wells that was causing all of this equipment in my inventory to rust. But I don't know if it's better to leave something bloody or to clean it off with water, or if that has any effect on its duration. There's some... Whoa. Whoa. What? Oh, it was just hovering over these. I was like, I saw something pop up, and it was just mousing over these that causes the description to pop up. That's good to know. That's good to know. Crude toga, 5 pounds. Rough boar wool is cut to an imprecise semicircle for throwing over a sun-bleached shoulder in a pinch. 5 pounds. I'll get it, I guess. I'll drop it if I have to. Hey, what's up? Salty water. Yeah, okay. Hey! Level 7, I've gained 4 hit points, 82 skill points, and 1 mutation point. Who's this? Snapjaw warrior and member of the host of the random devil, but he's not named, so he should be no trouble. He is wearing a sturdy, frowning moon mask, and a steel hand axe is equipped. Get this guy first. I didn't even have to gas him. Yeah, let's get this dagger. I can sell it. Wet woven tunic. A coarse flax waist is cinched with a water vine hemp rope. I'll get it. Ooh, copper nugget. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. The moon scowls on an unseen jungle, the craters of brow shaded with animal ash and eaten to a natural ridgeline by the venomous breath, presumably, by the venomous breath of gods. This item cannot break or crack, though it can still be destroyed. Get it. I don't know if I can wear that. It might... I'm gonna assume it goes on the face, but I like having my incandescent fangs on, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. I don't have anything that I can wear in my hands. Okay. Probably can't rest because he's... yeah. No problem. Oh, this guy's got a gun. Oh, I hear... because I hear this guy down here, I cannot rest. Okay, cool. Got far enough away. I've been trying this whole time to examine this stuff down here, and these snapjaws keep bothering me. Okay, I'm hungry, I'm famished. What food do I have? I don't remember if I tried eating these or not. Let's give it a shot. It hits the spot. Okay. You know, I've got a bunch of that. Still hungry. Okay. Take care of these guys first. Why don't you come down here? That's just bloody. Jeez, there's so much blood down here. Why don't you come down here? Coward. Why don't you... I say as I pop in and out of my hidey hole. Why don't you come down here? Good grief. I'm wading through blood. As I was saying, it's an arc sconce. Sharp points of chrome are the vertices of this utilitarian light fixture. Brightness bursts from its edges and lights the world. Ooh! Oh! It's a vase with 4 drams of honey. A large storage vase with a decorative slip. The style hints that it was fired in the home kiln of a canyon dweller. Adds simple disease prevention. I can't just pick up the vase. I could just drink it. I could just slam all this honey. Do I have anything? Okay, what did I put that in? Because... why do I have this blood? Oh, it adds a simple taste-based effect to cooked meals, of course. Okay, still got a goodly amount of fresh water, but I probably want to think about trying to see if I can find more. You know, I'm gonna go down this way. There's a ton of snapjaws up here. I'm gonna... oh. Oh, hello. You know what? Let's cook. You toss a carved chameleon horn, an irritable tortoise's tail, a sprinkle of chrome, and a proclaimed irritable tortoise's tail into a pot and stir. Where did I get all these tortoise tails? That doesn't bode well. I thought it was cool with tortoises. I love the little musical sting when you eat at a campfire, the little harmonica. No, I don't actually want to sleep. I just want to I could extinguish this fire, but I don't know whose little camp this is. This is a nice little nook. It's probably these snapjaws, right? Or they killed the person whose camp it was. No problem. I might sleep gas. I don't think these guys. Oh hey, glow crows are helping me out. These guys don't even want to fight me at this point. Is this salt hopper? Yeah. Fine. You know what? Let's gas them. Blimey. I don't even have a problem with salt hoppers, but they're one of those hostile creatures that, you know, you just have to deal with. Get an arrow, sure. I can always use arrows, even though I'm terrible with the bow. Bronze dagger can be sold. Engraved leather armor. Engraved. Boiled goat leather was cut to a cuirass and fit with straps and iron buckles. It smells of beeswax. This item is engraved with a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Kudates. One auspicious day, a babe was found, swaddled on a floating platform of polished chrome, with a weighted token in each hand. That babe came to be known as Kudates. Plus 50 reputation with the host of the Random Devil. Interesting. Now why would this armor, inscribed with that scene from the life of the ancient sultan, increase my reputation? It's not gonna do nothing. I'll pick it up. I can probably sell it. Is that in my reputation list? Yeah, they hate me for 930, so I don't think putting on this plus 50 is gonna help. I'm not welcome in their holy places, obviously. How do I... Okay. Am I welcome in any holy places? Can I sort by reputation? No, I can collapse these. Maybe there's a way. Oh, tab, sort options. Yeah, highest reputation. I am welcome in the holy places of tortoises. I have a plus. Yeah, see, I have a 400 reputation, but I'm walking around with these tortoise tails. Maybe they gave them to me. Maybe there's something there that I. Okay. Dogs like me. They favor me. They will usually let me pet them, and I am welcome in their holy places, and that's it. I'm welcome in the holy places of dogs and tortoises, and nobody else. We're getting up there. We're getting up there with the villagers of Birishan, a place I haven't been to. I've been to Joppa. They don't like me that much. Now, hermits don't care about me. I met a bunch of hermits last time. Not a whole lot happened. They didn't have much to say to me. A donut cult? I want to know more about that. Let's see what my lowest reputation is. The host of the Random Devil. The Gersh? I don't know them. The Putus Templar. Snapjaws, obviously. I've killed a million snapjaws. I haven't actually. There's an achievement in this game for killing a certain number of snapjaws, and I think it's 100, and I haven't gotten it yet. So, all right, that's enough of that. An Iron Vine Reaper. This looks like a two-handed weapon. Wrought iron was molded to a crescent for scything the rough hides of water vine. It's not that good either. Well, because it's a tool, not a weapon. It is an axe, technically, which cleaves armor on a critical hit. I'll get it, though. You know what? I can sell this in Joppa. They probably need Vine Reapers, all they can get. Another bow. The carry capacity is getting pretty up there. Anything special about a longsword? The long edge is bright and polished. A wide grip is stained with dozens of oily fingerprints. I like my little dagger. I just do. I like it's you know, it's doing the job. I like the whoa! Didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Current location. Cool. 1 dram of honey. A lot of vessels of honey around here for some reason. Whoa! Whoa, buddy. Whoa! Hey, what's that? Furs and a staff. Furs, it's a length of salt-sucked skin cut from a goat or tomb ferret. Hard to tell. And it's powdered with the white dust of the dead. It weighs 10 pounds. Probably under miscellaneous, maybe trade goods? Not trade goods. Oh, actually, this won't tell me how much stuff is worth, right? I have to try to trade with somebody in order to find out. I believe. Quarter sawn witchwood wears 1,000 nicks along its warped length. It's a cudgel. I'll get it. I'll get it. It's almost time for me to go back to town already. Whoa, whoa, nasty. A giant centipede, chittering legs in the high dozens, figure S swerve. It's dozens figure S swerve. Hang on. Chittering legs in the high dozens, figure S swerve its shining trunk like the spine of a gigantic hominid. I'm always going to try it. If I'm close enough to something to chat, I'm going to try to chat. That was not so bad. I mean, it was gross. Hey, doggy. Feral dog. Okay. Probably let me pet him, but he's not going to have anything else to do with me. Ooh. What? Two-headed boar, a pair of spit-drool snouts snap at each other's hairy ear. His hocks are widened to bear more weight than his one-headed cousins, and he squeals with the choler of a twice-hungry animal. His physical features are bite and bite. I don't like that. I'm gonna release some sleep gas and go back down this way. He's smart enough to stay out of the gas. I can't even go up to the map because he's nearby. It's not that I'm particularly scared of boars, except that a boar did kill my last character. This is interesting. Okay. Ooh, is this fresh? No. Of course it's not. Clean all your items. Yeah, do it. I didn't know I could do that. Just clean everything. Ooh, it's so deep I have to swim through it. Now I'm clean too, presumably. Now the water is bloody. Okay, I don't want to go down there. What's this? Small stones. Oh, I love the description of the stones in this game. A piece of rock was water-cleaved from its birthing bed and tumbled by time into a sphere. Oh, that's a different description. Usually, if you look at like a boulder or something, it tells you that it's older than every idea. Ooh, there's wire here. Have I? Actually, I have. I have stumbled my way into another rust well. And because I have realized that I can read the text that's on the screen, I know that I'm at the surface. 10 more feet of wire strand. I'm at 142. I need, I believe, 250 for archive. 200. I just need 60 more, but I'm at 293 carry capacity. I could probably use some more water. You know, I thought the Surched Barrio was going to be... There is probably something interesting there. My experience of it so far has been, here's a ton of snapjaws. Whoa. Dead end. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. And I can't go any further down there. This is an interesting little mini-map. Look at this. Ooh. Star apple tree. Just doing some gardening. Just clearing out some kudzu. More graffiti? Deliver the wire to archive. Oh my god. Ah. Okay, so what I'm gathering from this is that somebody else was gathering wire for archive, and they made a note either for themselves or somebody else that the wire was meant for archive, and then presumably they died because he didn't get his wire. Well, you know, Islands of... Oh, this is Folkreet. Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay. I could look around here for 60 more feet of wire. Right? 60? 60. Or... That's desert, that's Rustwell. Or... I could go back to Joppa. Sell my stuff again. Wait, how do I just do this, right? Oh, here we go. Here's a boulder. It's a piece of rock older than every book. That's different. Older than every book. It's so good. Been at this for an hour and a half. All I found down here was snapjaws. I'm almost at my carry capacity again. I'm gonna head back to Joppa. Obviously, I got lost. Immediately regained my bearings. Okay, this is gonna keep happening. But I think what I should do is try to head back to Red Rock, because I'd like to complete an quest. It's now been two streams in a row where I've basically wandered around the Rust Wells or similar areas, fought a bunch of snapjaws or hello? I have met a kudzu that is a pariah to their people. It's neutral to me. I have met a neutral kudzu. Okay. I won't eat a piece of kudzu in front of you. How about that? Ooh, a dromad caravan. That's even better, actually. Because now, presumably... Hang on. Are they down the... They might be down here. They might not be down here. Here we go. Great saltback. Neutral and impossible. What does that mean? Words fail to contain the paradox of his domesticated immensity. Drifts on the cultural seas have swept a particular fable to your attention. Long ago, far away, folks supposed all of everything rested on the back of a world tortoise. I've read Discworld. Surely that flight of fancy came to someone gazing on a great saltback. Or does your own vision echo through the past to partake in its creation? I know that didn't come from Discworld. But I do like Discworld. Sniffles and sneezes. All the turtles in this game are sniffling and sneezing. He's got a two-handed sword and leather armor. Okay. Your home is on your back, friend. Hello? Oh, he's the guard. Okay, no problem, no problem, no trouble. Shot ink decorates the dola on his long neck in one of the 1,000 patterns of the camel folk. His ears are arrayed with gilded rings, and eyelashes flow down his face like water vine fronds. Across his back, a hump of moistured and healthy fat pushes his center of mass skyward. Ooh, I'm no longer lost. Beautiful, thank you. Was I still lost? I think, yeah, I was actually. Let's trade. He's just got his sword, live and drink. You presumably are the trader. Okay. Okay, trade goods. Okay, these are 10 apiece. Are these separate because one of these is wet or bloody? Doesn't say. Okay. All he's got to give me are copper nuggets. No, that's not true. This filters both. Okay. Where's water? In here. Empty. Hang on, it's $14.29 for an empty water skin? I have to pay $14.29 for an empty water skin? My money is water. Do you have... I'm not sure how the... Okay, let me just try this. Let me give you one nugget. No, let me give you something cheap. Just to... Let me give you one. One torch. Okay, I just gave him a torch. I don't entirely understand or remember how trading works. There's another over here, probably another guard. Ooh, yeah. Nothing to trade. Okay. Beautiful, great saltbacks. He's got a hand axe. Okay, well, look. He does have bear jerky. Bear jerky's not bad. And he has vine wafer. That's a source of moisture. I wish he had some full water skins though. He has a musket. It's pricey. A smoothbore barrel of found steel is blackened by pocks of gunpowder mess. Okay, let's just... actually. Do you have any wire? No. That would be incredible. If I could just buy the rest of the wire I need from him. Where did I get a witchwood wreath? I don't remember that. I could sell these moccasins. And then, yeah, what food do you have? I'll take all your vine wafer, all your bear jerky. And then I will... Do you have any good weapons? And steel dagger. I will sell just 2 of these. And that should even out pretty well. That doesn't really solve the issue of my carry capacity, so I am still gonna head back to Joppa. Whoa, buddy, I might need to put on that compass. I know it's only a 10% reduction in chance to get lost, but I can't just keep getting lost. Okay. It's dusk. Trader's still out. Do you have water I can buy? He doesn't, actually. I gotta figure out where... I gotta figure out how to get more water, and I have to start thinking about what to trade for the stuff that I have. These aren't even that heavy, actually. I'm gonna hang on to both of those, because mainly I want to empty out... yeah, here we go. How much did these weigh? 5 pounds each. Bronze dagger. These are, what, 1 pound? 1 pound each. Okay, I'm gonna hang on to my axes for now, because those are cool, but I'm gonna sell the swords. I'm gonna sell this Vine Reaper. I'll hang on to the sharp bronze dagger. The staff. The staff is kind of cool, but it's 4 pounds. I'm probably not going to use it. Sturdy steel longsword. I'll sell this one. Alright, that's 67 drams. What all else do you have for me that I can get? Vine wafer, star apple. Gonna dry these shrooms. Gonna buy these shrooms. Gonna buy all your food. I cannot wear armor, but I can sell it. Artifacts? Whoa. I didn't think about this, actually. I have not been thinking about what to buy for the things I sell. Strange tubes. Tubes of unknown purpose. Well, I gotta get those. More torches. I have a buckler. Oh, an advanced tool. It's 571. You know what? I maybe could use another water skin though. It only weighs 1 pound. Actually, how much does it weigh with stuff in it? More. It weighs more, obviously, with stuff in it. But empty, it only weighs 1 pound. Canteen. I kind of like having a canteen, actually. Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get that and another water skin. And that's starting to even out. Okay, okay. You got any books? No. I don't want to sell this yet. I like having it with me. I like these aphorisms about birds. I like the idea that I'm just walking around rereading this book about birds. Meds, you don't have any of. scrap, miscellaneous. Is that every... I could... It's 7. It's a difference of 7. Buying all of your food. I'm kind of okay giving up some of this, because I am buying all of your food off of you. And I'm not losing any water. I'm just losing value. Okay, that is how it works. It must be over a certain amount, because if it's a little bit, if it's like a rounding thing, it doesn't do this. Which means... Okay, now I have plenty of water containers. So now, if I just sell both of these, yes, that's it. It was as simple as that. I thought it was going to be more complicated, and I was overthinking it. It's as simple as selling... the amount you're selling down here is more than they have. I don't think that there is, like, an amount of money or water that the trader has. I've not seen that in this game. In some games like Oblivion and Skyrim and Fallout, Bethesda games basically, and other RPGs, the shop will have a set amount of money, so you can't sell more than a certain amount of stuff, and that's kind of how the in-game economy is managed. I have not seen evidence that that exists in this game. It is possible that it's one of the many things I'm ignorant of. Okay, I now have way too much stuff still, but I have $69 of water. Let me do one more trade. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of... Did I accidentally sell or not pick up that flaming axe? Well, not to him. Maybe I forgot to pick it up. I don't know. Oh, well. Armor. Here we go. Yeah, I probably don't want this on me. These furs... 10 pounds and 350. Yeah, that was not really worth taking. 5 pounds and 35 cents. That's not a good... but you don't know that. You don't know that until you get to a trader. I'll go ahead and sell that. I'm not gonna... Pocketed vest. Ooh, a pocketed vest plus 5% carry capacity. Would that I could wear that. Aw, man, if I didn't have this carapace, I'd be wearing that in a second. A scratchy kirtle was taken to a pocket seamstress and accoutred for cave delving and trinket fishing. Oh well. This I'm gonna hang on to. This I'm gonna keep with me. Yeah. Wide-brimmed hat. I like the idea of wearing a hat with my horn poking through the middle of, but I didn't even realize I had these. Rough, tight-spun yard balloons. Rough, tight-spun yard balloons at the... Hang on a second. Yarn? It says yard. Rough, tight-spun yard balloons at the calf but cinches at the ankle. The heft of the textile weighs the wide straps down. Cheap tunic, 5 pounds, not worth having it with me. I am gonna hang on to these robes. This mask, these goggles. Yes, please. Trade complete. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Now. Back up. That's looking a lot better. I'm still that's still a lot of stuff, but that's a little more than half of my carry capacity. I have $100 of water. Let's check out Red Rock. What was I doing here, by the way? What was my quest? Find the vermin. Yes, that's right. What's eating the water vine? Okay. We gotta find out what's eating the water vine. These giant amoebas, I think, are hostile to me. Yeah. Slime within the quivering blob striates into different densities. You can barely perceive the outline of something inside. Nah, I didn't think so. Oh, this is not good. Oh, it took damage from oozing. Okay. There's another one. Okay. Hello? Okay, goats are cool. His curling horns are incised with the weathering script of time, and he chews cud without a care for the mess in his hair not beard. That's goats. I'm not trying to fight every amoeba. That one must have gotten like a critical hit on me. Hang on a second. Two damage, 4 damage. 2 damage. No, just a few. He just got a few hits. So it was not that bad. Scumgrass. The strands glisten with a frothing film. It's kind of gross up here in Red Rock. Slimy outskirts. Outskirts? Slimy outskirts. Oh, come on. Slimy salt. No, thank you. Okay, this is Red Rock. This is Red Rock Central. Is this just slime? Okay. Whoa, what was that? Hello? I swear I saw somebody down here. Well, there's no snapjaws around. There's just slimes and goats. I slipped on the slime. Aha, okay. Okay, I figured there had to be something around. Okay. We're heading in. Immediately. Okay. I could clean the slime off of him. Would you like me? Would you like me then? Small boulder, bolder than every book. Kudzu? You know, in some ways, parts of this game are very, like, old-fashioned dungeon crawly. You, you know, you're doing things that you've done in a lot of other games, but the real juice of it, besides all of the item descriptions, right? Everything, like, even, and this is part of what people like about like Dark Souls and Elden Ring, is that so much of the lore comes through the item descriptions. So much of what appeals to me about this game is just the terrific writing and descriptions of items and environments and characters and creatures. Um, but you also just occasionally you're walking around, you're getting attacked by kudzu, you're fighting kudzu, you start to get used to it, and then you're out wandering around, you get lost, and you come across a neutral kudzu that's a pariah to its people. It's just you don't like you don't see that a lot. Bones? Tissue was mineralized while it grew and then snapped off the tree of living things to become an artifact of life. How much do bones weigh? I'll get it. I'll get a bones. I just don't care for the amoebas. Ooh, salty slimy bones. I could do without those. I am gonna gas you. You think I'm not? Got another thing coming. Bat, slimy bat, a waiting slimy bat. Don't you know you can fly? Well, get it. Oh, I got the bat. I was not timely enough with my aid. I'm not gonna say this bodes particularly poorly, but there are a lot of bones around this stairwell. Ooh, trash. Nothing. Hello? These guys, yeah, these guys don't like me. But I think I can take them okay, we'll see. Okay. Oh, there's a centipede crawling up behind me. Yo! I was gonna say, the last one I got with one hit. Maybe I just got lucky. Okay. Ah, there's more. Good grief. That's caves. We're cool. We're cool. Okay. Yeah. Nothing to trade. Fractured microchip. Hello? wood planks are nailed at orthogonal angles and dust sleeps on the paper jackets. Illuminated light catches. Okay, this is a white edged book rather than a gold or yellow edged book, which means it's going to be randomly generated, but I would still like to look at it and read it. Does the gyre and reveler in the atmosphere? And only a matter of finding out who stole our treasure. Your heart grows so immense. The panel is cut from the daily routine of his scheming sons. I'm always saying this. I'm not going to steal this person's books. I'm just going to read them. What? Entangle text? What does that mean? Schrodinger page from the Annals of Cud. What? Nary a scholar knows who composes the Annals of Cud or when the chronicling began. But the quantivists devised a way to entangle their own pages with the official ledger, allowing them to insert themselves into the histories in a favorable light. A few such pages remain. Yeah? You add the following entry into the Annals of Cud. On the 2nd of Simon Ut, Ola, which is me, became admired by snapjaws for pouring asphalt on one of their enemies. Hang on a second. What? Your reputation with snapjaws increased by 195 to negative 100. I'm now disliked by snapjaws. So, this has not done a great deal. I'm not going to be the friend of snapjaws anytime soon. But I just drastically increased my reputation with snapjaws by literally rewriting history to paint myself in a favorable light with their culture. I just came down in this cave looking for whatever's eating the water vine, and I found a little hobbit hole with a bookshelf with a quantum tome that let me rewrite history to increase my reputation with snapjaws. And some people don't like this game. Nacreous oil wets the ecru linen and has dripped onto the easel. From the plane of the canvas, an image is pressed out. Who's down here? Who lives in this place? Stuffed with water vine chaff and glow crow feathers, this buttoned pillow lets folk repose with crossed legs. Same. Okay. Is it you? Is it yours? Is it the bat? Probably not. That's nothing against bats. A bent metal sheet. Always love a bent metal sheet. I am hungry. I'm gonna go ahead and cook. A hatter's left arm. What? A glowcrow feather, a dram of cumin, and a carved glowcrow feather. +1 to hit for the rest of the day. Nice. Okay. My torch burns out. That's okay. I've got a million of them, and by a million I mean 18. I'm going to check every time to see if a friendly creature has something to trade. A lot of trash down here. Somebody's living down here. Oh, hello. Anything going on? Luminescent flecks flit beneath the water's surface. Nothing to trade. Live and drink. brackish water. I don't know if I have anything to clean. Okay, stains and salt. Okay. Alt's Maxi Bush. The legendary glow pad. Loved by flowers, disliked by frogs. For some reason, no one remembers. Disliked by roots for worshipping a highly entropic being. Hated by the villages of Joppa for burning one of their leaders in effigy. This leaf disc, gleaming through luminous veins, has antlers and wings. The plant gives no indication of understanding. Well, let's do the water ritual. My reputation with flowers increased, but my reputation with frogs decreased. Oh, they already hated me. And roots. Oh boy, this is gonna make me unliked by the people in Joppa. Oh no! Because they despise Altamaxi Bush Legendary Glow Pad, your reputation with the village of Joppa decreased to 140. Live and drink water, Sib. Share a secret with me. I could learn persuasion. I could learn a new skill. Share a secret with me. A location. Okay. Another secret. The location of Megamu. Okay, well. Nothing to trade. This could be a problem in Joppa. Hang on a second. Let me just do a little search here. They don't care about you, but aggressive ones will attack you. So not great. Hopefully I can do something to fix that. At least they won't attack me on sight. Okay, I gotta be careful about my reputation. Is that who's eating the water? I don't know. Is that who's... How do I get over there? Oh, there's a way down. Okay, it's already spitting at me. Yes, yes. I don't know what to do with what just happened, to be frank. Am I... Nothing in the wet trash. I came to Red Rock to figure out what's eating the water fine. I have found a variety of creatures that don't seem to be the culprit. And I found this legendary glow pad who's despised by the people of Joppa because at one point he burned one of their leaders in effigy. And, is he the guy? Is that who... Nothing in all this wet trash. A wet cracked lens! Love a wet cracked lens. Well, there's more cave down here. I could go down further still. How about I explore this floor 2 strata deep at Red Rock as much as I can. And then we call it a day before I go down further. We've been at this about 2 hours, which is pretty good. I've made a little progress. Oop, oop. Okay. I think let's take a look at the mini-map up here. It looks like I've explored this stratum as much as I can. I am going to... I'm going to go down 1. And then I'm going to save and quit. and that is where we're going to pick it up next time. I think there's more to explore here. I don't think Altmaxibush is the culprit in this quest. I don't think he's been eating the water vine, even though he's obviously despised by the people of Joppa. Hopefully, when I complete this quest, it'll improve my reputation in town. I'm a little bit anxious about that, but we'll find out. We'll find out next time. We'll come right back here and we'll continue exploring. I think I'm starting to pick it up. I'm starting to feel comfortable with the game. I know I'm playing in classic permadeath mode, so anything could happen at any time, and then I'll just re-roll another character. But we're doing good. We're doing good. I'm still I'm not looking forward to having to go back to the Rust Wells and collect a bunch more wire for Argive, but he can wait. He's been obviously waiting for a while because somebody died trying to get this wire for him before. So first I'm going to help out the lovely people of Joppa. Um, Thank you for joining me. Save and quit. Make sure that happens. And yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do weekly or at least bi-weekly streams on Sunday afternoons, schedule allowing. I will start announcing these ahead of times. I appreciate anybody who joined us today, and to all of the VOD viewers out there, and to, let me see if I can get this username right, Davidson HDW. I had it. I did not take a screenshot of it. But to the viewer who has been giving me little tips in the comments, I really appreciate it. I already forgot what I was going to look up. There was one thing I was like, well, maybe I'll look that up next time. But I forgot, so it doesn't matter. So what is next week? The 11th. I will see you all back here on the 11th, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.